Hello again and welcome back to English Today. This is DVD 12 and the fourth DVD in your lower intermediate level. And in this DVD, we'll begin with another 2 episodes of our story, That's Life, followed by our special TV programs, which include 2 interesting discussions, one about the City of London and the other about migration. Then, in the grammar section, we will be learning more about comparative forms, and we'll be studying that very important tense, the present perfect, about how and when to use it. So, have fun.
Good morning. Oh, thank you. Anne, there's a telegram for you.
Oh, for me? I wonder who it's from. Oh, it's from Italy.
Come on, Anne. Tell me who it is from. You know I'm dying of curiosity.
It's from my sister, Kimberly. She says she's coming to visit me, and well, she's arriving on Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
Oh my God. It is. What? Oh, what? Now I have to tidy up and do the shopping, and the house needs a good cleaning as well. Oh.
Slow down and calm down, Anne. We've got time. So, who is older, you or your sister?
I am.
And are you similar or different?
Well, we're quite different. She's shorter than I am, and she's got blue eyes.
Hey, what are you talking about?
About Anne's sister, Kimberly. She's arriving this afternoon.
Great, I can't wait to meet her. Is she as cute as you, Anne?
Well, stop being silly, Jack. You're the biggest joker I know. I have to get going now. Remember, don't leave the house in a mess.
Is that all she thinks about when someone is coming? Cleaning, vacuuming, tidying up and dusting? Do you think Kimberly is worse than Anne? If so, we're going to have a lot of work to do.
That's right. 2 sisters means twice the work.
Hello again and welcome back for another English lesson on your live TV program. Now, in that episode which you just saw, we learned that Anne has a sister called Kimberly, and that Anne is older than Kimberly, and Kimberly is shorter than Anne. And Jack asked, is she as cute as Anne? Now, those were examples of different ways of using the comparative form, which is what I want to look at with you now. For example, look at this. This is one book, this is another. They're not the same. So we say, this book is bigger than this. This book is smaller than this book. Okay, they're not the same. 2 more examples. We have 2 pens. This costs €20. This costs €7. So when we compare them, we can say this pen is more expensive than this pen, and this pen is less expensive than this pen, or this pen is cheaper. Remember adjectives with 1 syllable, cheaper than, but less expensive because it has a 3-syllable adjective. Now, the next thing is what happens when objects are the same. For example, look at this. Mr. Elephant. And look at this. Another Mr. Elephant. 2 elephants. These are exactly the same. So, when we compare them, we say this elephant is as big as this elephant. So we say as plus the adjective, and then as again, as big as. This elephant is as heavy as this elephant. So when two things are being compared and they're the same, we use as. So we'll look at the screen now and we'll see that in the written form. Okay, so we said at the beginning, when something is bigger, larger, we say more than. So London, for example, is more expensive than Paris. And when two things are the same size, like our elephants, we use as. So London is as expensive as New York. So these are comparatives of equality. And then the other example was when one thing is smaller than the other. So Paris is less than London, less expensive than. Paris is less expensive than London. All right? So 3 different ways of using the comparatives. And you'll find that very useful when you're having conversations with your friends. So remember, when they're the same, he is as big as he. The 2 elephants. Great. So enjoy your learning, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.
Hi, Anne. So, you must be Kimberly. It's a pleasure. I'm Jack.
Hello, Jack. Anne has told me so much about you.
Hi, I'm Alice. You live in Rome, don't you? So, how is life in Bella, Italy?
Wonderful. My father raised me in America, though, but Italy is the most fascinating country in the world, as far as I'm concerned. Its history, the art, and of course, the best food in the world. What else could anyone ask for? And of course, the Italians are the most likable people in the world.
You are 100% right. Just look at me. I'm originally from Bologna, which is one of the best cities in the world when it comes to eating well.
I know Bologna well. It's a beautiful city, even if I do prefer Rome. Rome is much bigger and more exciting. So how does London compare?
London isn't that bad. Apart from the weather, it certainly is much colder than in Italy.
And the British are, well, how should I say this? They're less clever than the Italians.
Watch yourself, Jack. Watch what you're saying.
Yes. You know, Kimberly and I are both British. Well, I'm more British than she is.
You're right. Well, I was talking about British men, of course.
Kimberly, this is Peter and Sharon. They live in the apartment next door.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
So, Kimberly, Anne told us that you're attending art school in Rome. You know, I wanted to study art when I was a little girl, but in the end, I decided to study archaeology instead.
That's interesting. And Peter, what do you do?
I'm an actor, and I do a little singing. I'm acting in a musical at the moment.
What a great career.
Yes, but it's certainly less stressful than Jack's line of work. He works a lot harder than Peter. But actually, he's the hardest working person in the house.
And I'm the person that has the most fun.
Speaking of fun, what shall we do this evening? I would love to go out. It's been so long since I last came to London.
Well, why don't we go to the cinema?
Come on, Anne, that's so boring. Why don't we do something more exciting? I don't know. We could go to the pub and get something to eat. And after that, why don't we go to a disco?
Wow, what a surprise. You two are completely different.
Hello again and welcome back. Did you hear what Jack said? He said the British are less clever than the Italians. Well, I'm not sure I agree with that. But anyway, I want to do some revision of the comparatives and the superlatives with you. Now, do you remember that in order to formulate the comparative and superlative, you have to look closely at the adjective? If the adjective is one syllable, like short, for example, the comparative is shorter than. But if the adjective is three syllables or more, like beautiful or expensive, we say more expensive than. What happens with two-syllable adjectives ending in Y, like funny? We take off the Y, insert an I, and it becomes funnier than. All right, so are you ready to try? I will give you an adjective, and you must tell me the comparative. Okay? So, cold. Colder than. Great. One syllable. Next, good. Gooder than. No. An exception. Good. Better. Do you remember those exceptions? Very important. Don't forget, good is an exception. Good. Better than. Next, likable. Yeah, likable, more likable than. Great. Dirty. Very good. Dirtier than. Bad. Yes, worse. Remember, it's an exception. Bad, worse than. Very good. Next one. Far. It's another exception. Farther than. Okay. Hard. Harder than. One syllable. Difficult. More difficult than. Great. Now, superlatives. I'm going to give you an adjective and you give me the superlative. So, tasty. It's the tastiest. Okay, the tastiest. Remember, with the superlative, you put the in front of it. Next one. Beautiful. Three syllables. Yeah, the most beautiful. Great. Next one, good. The best. Wonderful. Yes, it's an exception. Great. The best. Next one, high. The highest. Great. Noisy. The noisiest. Bad. The worst. Very, very good. And one more, large. The largest. Fantastic. You see, it's just practice. The more you practice, the more you remember, the easier it is. Great. Well, congratulations. And I'll see you again for some more grammar in the next lesson. Bye.
Have you finished yet? Alice!
No, Jack, I haven't finished my shower. Could you ask Anne to come in here, please?
She's just left. Come on, I'm pleading with you. Alice, I'm late.
Okay, I've finished. Calm down. The bathroom's all yours.
Oh, finally, you've been in there for over an hour. Yes? Yes, this is Jack. No, I haven't seen John since yesterday. Why? Oh, the report. Yes. No, I haven't finished it yet. Yes, I know it's important. Anyway, I've already started writing it. Yes, I'll send it to you as soon as it's finished. Excuse me? Listen, I'll call you later. Okay. Alice, if you don't open this door, I'm going to knock it down.
Actually, it's Kimberly. I've just come in. Is everything okay, Jack?
Yes. No. I've been waiting to use the bathroom for over an hour. I must get to the office.
Okay, Jack. It's all yours. I'll use the bathroom later.
Thanks, Kimberly. That's very kind of you. Sorry.
Hey, Jack, have you seen my watch? I've probably left it in there.
Here you go. Have you forgotten anything else?
Ooh, we're rather nervous today, aren't we?
Bye. I have to get going.
Hey, Jack, wait! Jack, your mobile! Oh, he's already gone. So, what are you doing today, Kimberly? Have you ever been to Portobello Market?
No, I've never been there.
Would you like to come along and browse around the stands?
Oh, yes. It's been months since I last visited a flea market.
Well, Jack is becoming more and more Italian, don't you think? Now, in that last episode, our friends were using a new tense which we haven't yet studied together, and I want to look at now. Let me give you some examples of what they said. Alice said, I haven't finished my shower. Jack said, she's just left. He also said, you've been in there for more than an hour. Alice asked, have you seen my watch? And then Alice also asked Kimberly, have you ever been to Portobello Market? And Kimberly said, no, I've never been there. Now, these are all examples of the present perfect tense, very important tense in English, which I want to look at with you now. At the moment, we want to look just at the construction of the present perfect. Now, as from the examples you heard, I was using the auxiliary have and has, followed by what we call the past participle. Now, let me just explain the past participle. Let's take some regular verbs. Live, the past tense of live is lived, and the past participle is also lived. So in the verb paradigm, it's live, lived, lived. And that's the same for all regular verbs, so that's easy. Watch, watched, watched. Start, started, started. So the third column is our past participle. Now things change in the irregular verbs. Let's look at an example. Go. The past tense of go is went, and the past participle is gone. Go, went, gone. You see it changes. Another example, begin, past tense began, and then begun, the past participle. Fly, flew, flown, past participle. Now here, like the past tense, you have to memorize them by heart. That's the only way. So in the verb paradigm, you need the third column in order to construct the present perfect tense. Let's look at some positive sentences. I've paid. Now, we contract I have into I've, as we always do in English. I've paid. Pay, paid, paid. You've forgotten. You have forgotten. Forget, forgot, forgotten. She's left. She has left. Be careful because you see the abbreviation is she's. It's not the verb is, it's has. She's left. Leave, left, left. Okay? He's arrived. It's finished. Contraction always. We've won. Win, won, won. You've understood. Understand, understood, understood. And they've changed. Negative form is easy. The auxiliary goes into the negative haven't or hasn't. Look at the examples. I haven't found it. and he hasn't seen it. See, saw, seen, past participle, okay? Question